Good morning, my name is Gloria and welcome to my crochet channel. Today we're going to be crocheting the cable cross stitch. So you will need a hook that works well with the yarn that you're going to be using. And I like to use a smaller hook to get into the sides. You will need a darning needle to sew in those ends. And you'll need some scissors to be able to clip those ends. And you'll need some yarn that's going to work well with your crochet hook that you're using. All right, so let's get going. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to be making a slip knot and inserting our hook into the knot and chaining a length of chain that is within a group of 4 or multiples of 6 usually works really well. I'm going to go ahead and chain 36 stitches. And so I will meet you at the end of this. Okay, so I've completed my 36 stitches and now I'm going to go back the other way with a double crochet. My first double crochet is going to go into the 4th stitch from the one that's on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for a double crochet, we yarn over, insert it into the top of that stitch, yarn over again and pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to go through 2 of them and then yarn over and go through 2 more. Now we're going to go on to the next stitch and do the same thing. Yarn over, go through the top of the stitch, yarn over. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. We're going to continue to do this all the way to the end of this chain, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so I'm right here at the end of this. I've got my row of double crochet, and now I'm going to go ahead and crochet chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to turn my work and I'm going to go back the other direction with another row of double crochet. When I make my first stitch, I'm not going to go into this hole right here that's at the base of this chain, but I'm going to go into this one right here that's next to it. So I'm going to yarn over and go through the top of this stitch and go through both the front and back of it and come through. I'll have 3 hooks or 3 loops on my hook, and I yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Go to the next one, do the same, and just keep going down this row until you get to the end. I'll meet you there. Okay, so here we are. I have a couple more double crochets to do. I'm right at that place where we ended our chain and did the turnaround to go with our first row of double crochet, and I have one more that I need to put in right here to go with this stitch because this one goes with that one. So I'm going to use my smaller hook and I'm going to go ahead and go this way and go into the side of this stitch right in there, and I'm going to pull it up. You can see that I have some yarn on this side and that side to kind of hold that in place. And yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, just like that, and that gives me that last stitch. Okay, all right, so now we're going to turn our work after we chain 2, because at this point we're going to be working with single crochet and double crochet, but we're going to start with single crochet. So chain 2, turn your work this way, and then we're going to do our first single crochet, not into the base of this chain, but the next one over. So we're going to go right in. A single crochet is where you do not yarn over before you go through. So you just go through this front and back of that stitch, then you yarn over, and you'll have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through both of them. Do the same here. And then one more. Okay, so now we're going to be working with double crochet. We're going to make our first front post cable stitch. And we're going to be going down to the row that we crocheted of double crochet. We're going to be going behind a stitch. So what we're going to be doing is counting 1, 2, 3 and going behind this one here. It'll feel like you're going backwards, and that's okay. So we're going to go in behind there, and we're going to yarn over and pull through. We'll have 3 loops on our hook, and we will go ahead and finish off with a double crochet. All right, so let's go ahead and yarn over, and we're going right here. I'm going to go behind it, come up, yarn over again, pull that yarn through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. All right, so that's what that looks like. Now we're going to do the same thing on this stitch here. So we're going to skip this one and this one, and we're going to go in behind this one here and do the exact same thing. So skip 2 and go to this one. Yarn over, skip this one and this one, go in behind this one, yarn over, come back through, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over, go through 2. All right, so there's our first front post cable stitch. It's the bottom half of the X that we're making right now. Now, when we move on, we're going to go back into single crochet now, but we have to skip 2 stitches back here to compensate for where we have our 2 cable stitches here. So turn your work over and look. And if you look at the 2 stitches that don't have anything through them, which is not this one because this one has that. So you're going to skip this one, and you're going to skip this one, and then you're going to go into this one right here with a single crochet. Okay, so turn your work over, look, 1, 2, go into this one right here. Single crochet. And then we're going to do 3 more single crochets. Okay, so here we have this, our front post cables here, and now we're going to do it again, and we're going to skip this one, and we're going to skip this one, and we're going to go into this one right here. So we're skipping 2 again. So let's go ahead and yarn over, skip 2, go into this one, go behind it, yarn over, come up through, and complete your double crochet. Okay, we're going to skip 2 stitches and do it right here next. So yarn over, skip, skip, and here's where we're going behind for our front post cable stitch. Just like that. Okay. All right, now we have to skip 2 stitches behind. So we're going to skip this one and this one. We're going to go into this one here with a single crochet, and we're going to do 4 single crochets total. 1, move to the next stitch, 2, move to the next stitch, 3, next one, 4. All right, so now we're going to continue that until we get to the end. So I'll meet you at the end, continue that pattern. Okay, so I've completed my front post cable stitches here, and now I'm going to go into the side of this last stitch here with a single crochet, and I'm going to use my smaller hook to do that. And I'm going to yarn over and go through here. Okay, so there we go. Now I have to have another row of double crochet, so I'm going to go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to turn it around. And just like before, I'm going to go right into this stitch right here, yarn over, double crochet, and just keep going with that until you get to the end of this row, and I'll meet you at the end. All right, so I've completed my row of double crochet, and now I'm going to be working with a single crochet and triple crochet as we go back. So for the first stitch, it'll be single crochet. So I'm going to chain 2, turn my work, and I'm going to do a single crochet here. And one more. Okay, and this is where we start to do the triple crochet, where we're going to go from here over to this front post over here on this side. And we're gonna go behind the front post. Let me see if I can find the top. There's where I wanna go in at, right there. We're gonna go behind the front post to do our triple crochet. So we're crossing over this one right here. We're gonna come back and get this one in a minute, but we're gonna go in here. So to do a triple crochet, you're going to yarn over once and twice. So you have 3 loops on your hook. And then you're gonna cross over to this one over here and go in behind there and yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over, go through 2. Keeping your yarn somewhat tight as you're doing this. Now we have to turn our work over and look at the back here, because we're going to be skipping 1 stitch, and then we're going to be doing 2 single crochets. So we're going to skip this one here, and we're going to do a single crochet here and a single crochet here. So let's go ahead and do that. So skip 1 stitch and then go into the next 2 for a single crochet. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do another triple crochet. So we're going to come back and we're going to grab this front post right here. So yarn over twice. Go back here. It'll feel like you're going backwards, and you are, and that's okay. And go under this front post stitch now. Yarn over again, and you'll have 4 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over and go through 2. Now, since we have 2 front post cables here, we have to skip 2 stitches, and we've already skipped 1 of them here, so we just need to skip 1 more, and we're going to skip that one behind here. We're going to skip it right here. So we're not going to go into this stitch, we're going to go into this one. So let's go ahead and do that. Skip this one, go to this one. You'll go ahead and do your single crochet. You're going to do 1, 2. Just like that. You're only doing 2 single crochets. And then you're going to go and do the same thing here. So we're going to do triple crochet. So yarn over twice, go across to this cable here. So we're not going to this one, we're skipping that one and going over here. Go under, grab your yarn, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, just like that. Turn your work over, look for the stitch that you're going to be skipping, which is this one right here, and you're going to do a single crochet here and here. Okay, now we're going to go backwards, and we're going to grab this, we're going to go under this cable stitch right here. So here's the other side of that, and we're going to go right inside of there. But first we need to yarn over twice because we're doing a triple crochet. So go backwards to that, go under there, just like that. Yarn over, you'll have 4 on your hook, and you go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. Then we're going to skip this stitch right here, and we're going to go to these 2 with a single crochet. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing that we did to these 2 here. We're going to do that here, here, and here. So we're going to do 3 more of those. And if you need to, just rewind the video back to see how to do that. All right, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I'm here at the end of this. I'm going to go ahead and do a single crochet here. And then I'm going to do another one right here. Into the side. There we go. Just like that. All right. So now you can see what this looks like. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's just such a fun, chunky pattern. And if I was going to continue this pattern on, I would go ahead and I would do another row of double crochet. And then when I come back, I would try to make sure that my crosses are not on top of these, but instead are in between them. And that's something that you can work on as well. Okay, so here's a sample of 2 rows of the crosses, and notice that I staggered them. So that gives you an idea of how that looks. And if you are making my Christmas sampler blanket, then this is the pattern that I use as the 4th pattern up from the bottom. And so I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. And please subscribe and like it. Have a great day.